I have a very simple request for my viewers, which is like 16, 17,000 people. I have consistently around 1,000 returning viewers all the time that consistently watch. A lot of them watch all the. Actually, most of my views are coming, 85% are coming from non subscribers. I have a simple request for you. When you comment to me, please make it clear. Because, okay, maybe you don't want to type. You're used to that short, fragmented. I've already blocked people that are probably friendlies, but please remember that I've been under siege ever since I gave a cold, dispassionate analysis of somebody that I still consider to be a complete fake and liar and no good Nick. And, geez, that whole time I had that cloud of gangrene over my head at the time, too. I wasn't very receptive to people talking shit to me, using fragments, speaking cryptically. I've, clarify your comments. I just blocked somebody because the way he comes up, it's user something, it's like got a initial in it or something like that. It's a little like green circle, user 5678. And because I asked him for clarification, is he agreeing with me or accusing me? It was my simple, I just merely requesting a clarification. Because, see, not everybody thinks that meth is bad. That's what he said. Meth's a bad drug. And see, I've been accused of being a meth head, lunatic, all this shit, about 1,000. Actually, my comment count is now around 1,100 that I've allowed to stand. There's about another 2,000 comments that have been deleted, user blocked. Please, I've had this. I try to, if you want to communicate with me, I will do so the best I can. But you must speak clearly. You must, this was on a video that I wasn't sure where in there where he's linking to it based on title, whether he's agreeing or accusing me, because I've been accused of being, hey, meth is a bad drug, dude. You need to get off it. And I had to sit here and go like, yes, I remember a SHAWN Bass. Do recall the name. I see him. Please, I'm visual. My memory is visual. I remember him, but I haven't seen him in a long time. I can't tell it's you until I go to your channel and I've already hit, because you're pissing me off. Because he responded like, you know the answer. No, I don't know the answer, SHAWN Bass. I've left your comment there, but you'll notice I'm not giving you any likes because of your lack of clarity. Please, people, I've had this problem. It's the quickest way to piss me off is to give me anything cryptic that sounds like you're attacking me, because there's a whole bunch of people that don't have a channel anymore because they threatened my life or did other shit. And I know how to get you your first, second, or your the shutdown strike and stuff. There's a lot of channels that are no longer in service. They've had to create another, what do you call it, burner channel where they can talk shit to people and stuff like that. Please. People who've got accounts going back 13 or more years and shit have had many years to create all these accounts that they can still link to just by a simple password. Doesn't matter about the IPA. So that's really, I remember a young SHAWN Bass, and I'll leave it standing, but I'm not going to give your comment any likes because I don't understand what the hell you're talking about. And if you notice, nobody else is giving it a like either. Matter of fact, I hope I moved it from newest into, but rule kind of number one with me. Any kind of crypto, lack of clarity. You know, it's clear to you because you're focused on that one point of a very long and complicated statement, a video. But to me, if you don't give me a citation, you might want to try the letters. I'll spell it for you. R, lowercase, E, lowercase, colon, then give me a word clue, and then I'll remember. Then I won't fucking block you from my channel, okay? Simple fucking request. Actually, it's a demand. Previous video, no shit talking on my channel, and that includes fragments or things that I'm not sure what you're talking about. If you burn up too much of my time, I did put you on hide user, Sean Bass, but you're still free to come back but don't do that again, please. I'm really a nice guy. Y'all don't really know me. You know, today I think that's the couple from New Jersey. Didn't get his first head, and I'm just sitting here. There's almost nobody here. There's no customers, nothing like that. And a SUV goes by, kind of a color of gold, and I hear this nice high girl voice, "Hi, Ken," and then I watch them park over at 7-Eleven, and then the guy gets out of passengers, out of the driver's side, which means she was talking to his window on the passenger seat. I still have no idea who it is. I feel like I'm back to teaching again at something, at UT or something. Hey, kid. Please, people, it's not like you're the only person in my life, okay? Please clarify. If it's not obvious what you're talking about, if you're agreeing with me, let me know. If you're going to pick a fight, let me know, because I'll just block you or report you if you go beyond any kind of civil speech. And right now, the AI is riding. I'm getting almost, there are even comments that are just kind of neutral, and I'm not getting notifications because I'm trying to get my phone to where it don't ding every time I get so please, it's a very simple request to don't leave me unintelligible fragments of a sentence. And if you're citing some part of a lengthy, complicated video, please give me a regarding symbol and one or two words that will let me know where you're at in the video, what it's in regards to. Yes, of course, mess is bad, but I've met like 10 million fucking people in Austin who go, yeah, I think meth should be sold on every corner. So I don't really understand what you meant, Sean. Well, come on, man. You burned up about 3 minutes of my life right there trying to remember you. I don't remember names. Well, I had to, Sean, and I think you mentioned it was with a W. And then Bass, I may have asked you, any relation to Sam Bass, the outlaw? Wild Bill Longley is my cousin. You said you were going to return. That was 6 or 8 weeks ago, I think. Yeah. So, Sean, please, I asked you for a clarification, and you didn't. All you would have had to just say is agree, one word. And it would have saved me a lot of time, including this video. But it's good I made this video because I've warned people about cryptic or shit talking or shit like that. I will flag. The guy that was trying to get me to go towards, because, I know I'm past the point where I can go live. I saw one of his videos. He was asking people to get 50 subs so he could go live. Yeah, I know all about going live. I don't think I want to go live. That means they actually they do hold the video, but I prefer to, if I want to, after recording, if I'm not happy with the product, just fucking delete it. Matter of fact, there's no way I got that. I know I've been producing a lot lately, but there's no way that my video count, it's never correct. On my previous 2 channels, which I'm done with those, I have 2 other channels. The first one started off as science, quickly learned that people want bells and whistles. They want high production shit, and they want a young face delivering that to them. Mm-hmm. I know all about YouTube and what the audience wants. And then I just went to, because things were, the corruption was going on. I fucking got, you know, had another frame up, had to deal with that. And then I decided to just start spilling my guts because I was already talking about corruption in Burleson County, Texas, when my oldest brother died. And I just went totally negative. I used to only do my videos when I felt like it, which was usually after shopping and getting a bottle of good Pinot Grigio. I'd be hammered and vulgar, but still very intelligent, and talk smack. Never got sued. Named all kind of names and started going after my oldest brother for robbing my mother. Then the next oldest brother, who's the dead 49er, and it's the youngest 49er, is why I'm sitting under this tree. And he tried to tell the courts that I called my sister a whore in social media, when I told the judge that's not true, and that this case cannot be resolved here. It has to be resolved by the 21st District Court Judge Carson Campbell, who decides matters of equity and title to real property. Tell you the truth, I don't think I want to go back. You know, the people buying in all around me or inheriting around me are city people who don't have the old country, old-timey rules in their head. I don't like them. I told E.J. Moser, he nutted up on me one night. I'm going to go 12 minutes here. E.J. Moser, go fuck yourself. E.J. Moser used to thank me all the time for keeping him updated, for getting them guys arrested. There was shooting bullets onto his property. He's got kids. When they were up here and stuff like that, I was considered the stand-up guy and kind of the sheriff of my neighborhood, because we had a bunch of thugs coming onto the Cabina property and the Kasurik property. I'm sorry, that's how I used to trick my brother. I go like, if you claim to be the owner of this property, name our neighbors, point in that direction and tell me who is that current property owner now. Huh? Go ahead, Rolf. Go ahead. His wife still has the video. She shot it with her iPhone or whatever. Oh gosh, she looked so hideous. That put me over the top. And my sister-in-law, 70-something years old, comes bopping up there. They came up in her truck, not his. And she actually had like some kind of gangster style, really age inappropriate. And you could tell, I know what happened. I'm going to tell you right now. I had to flush my brother out. Simple technique, get back into my home, criminal trespass. I was there for 4 days. The upload took a hell of a long time. Look, sometimes my moves are just absolutely incredible. That whole thing was, you may find some of that on my last channel. Actually, no, that goes back to King Rat, which first started out as biological, 2 separate words. But the German guy wouldn't give up the damn title, and he hadn't made a video now in like 15 fucking years. I asked him politely, no response. He made like a song. And I was at that point where I was flushing out my brother. He was hiding from me. He's a cowardly piece of shit. And I knew I had at least one rat-ass neighbor, ex-cop. And sure enough, she saw me. After I had the video uploaded, clearly shot inside my home, she saw me when I was waiting for transportation to town. Or when I got back. No, she saw me leave. I won't name the yacht. And I can tell between that, the time is that he was probably in Katy and not in Portland, Texas, with his daughter or something. Took him about 2 hours to get the news, get his shit together, and when they arrived, it was fucking hilarious. My sister-in-law had obviously, she'd been turned on by the video, had been up all night with her daughter and granddaughters, giving grandma a new hairstyle. I'm going to try to describe it for you now. This is the bonus round, baby. If you didn't last for 15 minutes, you're going to miss some good shit. Bear in mind, at her age, she has real fine hair like mine. It's all white and very fine, so that when you make it into a ponytail, it's not that much to work with. It's not like a big, but and then I don't know how they had like designed on the computer. They'd drawn her hair up into a ponytail. I'm trying to get my arm up because I got my arm above my head. Oh wow, I can't believe I'm doing that. Done a ponytail, and then on top of her head was this colored, it looked like kind of blue and like a river. And then there was like a little, it was what we call an architectural design. And at the top, it was like a waterfall with her gray hair falling out and stuff like that. And it was just fucking hilarious. Totally super age inappropriate. The deputies and shit and all of them were just trying to not crack their ass up. That was my brother's wife, Claire Kruger. Her daughter, Dr. Kara Bartek, is one of them SJW, the PhD Department of Education, where anybody who just agrees to use the right pronoun and shit gets a fucking PhD. You know what I'm saying? My PhD niece they make their money really off of selling niche sorghum, non-GMO, that's all that stuff. She's really, her husband grows, and I'm pretty sure the numbers went down during COVID, but her last report was around, I think that's the gross, it was just short of $1 million a year, which is not unusual for a farmer, but they're also in the brokerage. That may actually have been their total retail sales or whatever. I'm not counting, not a net. That just wasn't the. She's tried for a long time. She wrote 4 books before Hillary Clinton wrote her book on encouraging girls to get into STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. My niece, Kara Beth Bartek Kruger, wrote 4 of them, and what I remember, because I just kind of, oh God, she's a terrible writer. I sent a sample of it to Bruno, and even he goes like, yeah, no way. And she like went to Chicago, and she was giving those books away and stuff like that. When you're reduced to having a signing at the half-price books and right on the edge of Bryan and College Station, A&M area, really? But her little heroine is a little girl named Serafina, because apparently they've had a lot of Hispanic neighbors, and it's maybe only Hispanic people can be fooled by my brother. He's a complete asshole. He's really, and actually my oldest brother was like that. He was constantly trying to pretend like he's rich to get to Hispanics because his wife was Panamanian and was due to inherit sooner or later. He was always trying to put on airs, and my mom hated shit like that. I'll get to the point. I'm still on it. Kara Beth Bartek and her fucking, and it was really, the cosmic conundrum and all this kind of didn't even. When I got to the last one, of the 4 was Serafina has 99 problems. She tried to talk like a kid because she's, encouraging little girls. I think that was about the time Hillary Clinton got her book published doing it. And Serafina has 99 probs, and all of them are plastic. And boom, I zoom in because I can see the shine. It's not just coated stock paperback. It's a plastic laminate, which makes the fucking book unrecyclable. She's talking about the problems of plastic, yet she is pushing a book that's got a plastic laminate cover. That means expensive manual separation of the cover from the usable, recyclable fibers. I'm going to end it right there. If you don't get that, don't fully understand what I said, that I've got a niece who is just as big a fucking idiot as her father, and yet she has a PhD in education. He has a bachelor's in education, because education, like sociology, if you hang around long enough, you don't punch anybody out, and you say the right words and shit, it's a gimme degree. The guy was just asking me if I taught at a university. Come on, man, look at me. You think I could put up with that cultural Marxist crowd? Somebody dictating my pronouns and my scientific conclusions? Ain't happening. I've taught privately, private payer, sometimes gratis, to further my cause of action, which is the legalization of cannabis for medicinal use. I came so close, but I was underfunded and in a wheelchair when the Honorable H.R. Robert Bob Towsley said at the end of the trial, "And Mr. Kruger, you have preserved your right to proceed civilly." Well, I didn't give him notice of claim. Even Bruno said he'd never heard nothing like that at the end of a trial. I told him I'd plead nolo, but I'm not pleading guilty when the law is unjust and I'm trying to prove a point here. And you have fucked me up. I have the right to go to the Supreme Court now. That's how you do it, you dumbass hippies. You think I'm going to tell you that I didn't intend to let the law damage me? I was dodging them as good as shit. They were actually ignoring me most of the time until some hot shot in a fucking helicopter gets me on the second bus where I'm looking at, maybe, nope, didn't do a day in jail, didn't pay no fines, and another unpetitioned, unasked for waiver of probation. I remember wanted to frame those waivers of probation. That's respect from the court, for the state of Texas, their official representatives, judicially speaking. Y'all have a good day, and make your fucking comments clear to me, or I'm just going to go to high speed. Just, any crypto, anything that's I can interpret in a negative fashion. Think about what you say before you talk to me. Boom, you're gone. I just really don't have the time to tell you how to. I'm going to manage my time, and if it means excluding you, I'm not here to make money. I'm not here to be worshipped. I'm here to record my thoughts and the final chapters of my life. 3 channels. This had better be the last one. The one before was armadillo. Me holding a little picture of about a 3-day-old armadillo. I don't think anybody's got one of those. I'm not sure. Don't give a shit. Anyway, Sean Bass, you know better now. And please, people, we're not texting. I don't know everything about you. I don't know how you're texting. I don't know your text style. I don't know your fragments. Try to speak in a complete sentence. Cite what you're referring to. Or otherwise, you'll just end up on my block list. It's simple as that. I mean, really, is it really that hard to do? Type just a few more, couple more, 3 more words or something, so that I don't just go hot button and nuke you, because that's what's going to happen. A simple, civil request.